Happy first day of snow, husband. It's snowing, you guys. I don't know if they can see it for real because there's water droplets and stuff going on. But when we start moving, yeah, you can kind of see it hitting the windows. So we are headed to church. It's Sunday fun day. Bella had a good birthday. I actually brought my camera so I could kind of show him Bella's birthday party because Chris wasn't there. I guess I could have waited till the evening when he came to celebrate her, but I wanted to do it at first feeding. So we had a birthday party, I guess on Wednesday, with Gita, and he was doing the exact same thing that he was doing this morning, going for her bowl, even with a burning candle in it. And Bella was just like, what is that? Be careful. Show caution. I'm wearing my, what is this thing called? Like ring spacer for the first time in a long time too.
Oh, why?
I don't know. My hands usually will swell in the summer, and then in the winter they'll be dry, so I'm thinking they might be too skinny and the ring might roll around, but I can always switch the arrangement of the two so that the tighter one is. Chris got a new hoodie. They put hella tags in there, so they don't want nobody to steal it. But yeah, you guys, it's cold. I feel like a ice cube on ice. Very uncomfortable. But I guess an ice cube would be comfortable on ice. Well, I'm one of those like fake plastic ones or silicone ones that you get from IKEA that isn't really an ice cube, but it's forced to stay in the freezer. So I'm very uncomfortable. I'd rather be in my box on the shelf at IKEA.
Actual ice cube.
Huh?
Then be an actual ice cube.
Then be an actual ice cube, yes. Chris took me home and put me in the freezer.
I like the freezer.
He likes the freezer. Chris is a frozen grape. I feel like you're bigger than a grape though. He could be a frozen plum that I met in the freezer who thought I was an ice cube, fell in love with me, and then realized I wasn't a real ice cube, but just stuck around because he liked my personality. But there's this constant war of cold forever now. Frozen grapes are good. What about frozen plums? I haven't tried it. I love plums. That was my favorite fruit growing up. I really liked a hard sour plum. Or peaches, but plums are better. You just don't get them as often. They're not always in season. Look at the snowfall. All this water is snow. You guys might see it as I pass this car.
At least it's not sticking.
Yeah, it's not sticking at all. And it's crazy because I woke up in my dream to like snow blanketed snow cover and just being like, oh, I can't go anywhere or do anything today. Like that was my thought because I don't have my car, and so I was thinking like, oh, after church I'll be able to go get it. No, I'm still not gonna get it after church today. I don't feel like it. Look at how handsome my husband is. Yep, we're headed to service. We're gonna be at least 15 minutes late, maybe even 20. But we won't miss the message. And I have such a great husband that he pushed me to get out of bed, even though he was the one still in bed. And I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm glad we're going. I've been feeling kind of sluggish lately. And church always makes me feel good. No matter what the message is or what is going on, really. Just being in the atmosphere is nice. I also kind of want to like eat afterwards. Like go to like on the border or something.
I just wanted to sleep.
Oh, you want to go right back to sleep? I told him, I was like, we can continue to sleep. And he was like, no. I want you to get your gospel fix because you need it. That's a loving husband. I'm not kidding. He's still looking for text.
I can follow.
Give it to me. I'll find them. So, you said it was near your arm?
Yeah, they're probably somewhere.
There's one here.
Like, it's stupid. I put so much on there.
Yeah, they have like little meaningless price tags.
I don't think they're price tags. They're just like,
These.
yeah, toss them in on some trash. No, okay.
These tags. It's the size.
You should be on the correct size or something. That's stupid.
By the time I done put it on, I don't really see anything else, but
And like you wanted that sleeve too.
wheel. 100% polyester, made in our next vacation location, Jordan. That sounds good. So I feel like for us, we tried to do Vlogtober. I think we got like a week of vlogging in. But we did a lot of fun stuff in October. We did Halloween. We dressed up super dope. We have like some shots and stuff. As red blood cell, white blood cell, which I think I told you guys about that while we were getting our costumes together. We went to some anime con. YumaCon. We went to YumaCon. We just crashed it on the last day when security is trying to get off, and we just went in there and walked around, saw some really cool costumes, and we tried to go to the gift shop, but it had just closed. So then we just walked around downtown a little bit, got something to eat. Shake Shack, which I really like. Their burgers, even their onion burger. How was their onion burger? Oh no, it wasn't onion burger, mushroom burger.
It's okay.
I like it, but it's just really small. So you kind of gotta get two of them if you actually want to be full. Like, I don't like when the veggie option is stunts compared to like the burger, because like you with all your burger eating friends, you want something just as greasy and heavy as they need bigger mushrooms. I mean, who's supplying their mushroom supply? Just let them sit. Don't cut them off for a couple more weeks. I mean, they use the same everything else bun. Do they use the same bun and stuff too? Because it even feels like the bun is smaller, but I'm not gonna be nitpicky about it right now. But that's what we ate. And their fries, they had some parm garlic fries. We still got that sauce. We gotta figure out how to stunt it. Oh, guess what I used the rest of that raspberry sauce for? So I put it in a breakfast sandwich. Because you were like, oh, are you But there's this crepe place that we like, and I got a crepe that comes with raspberry syrup sauce. And whenever we get sauces, if we appreciate the sauce, just because the food is finished doesn't mean the sauce is finished. There's still sauce left. You add that sauce to something else. Bring that enjoyment through to another meal. Don't just throw your sauce away. And Chris taught me this. He's the sauce man. And I'm sorry to say, I used to throw my sauces away. I used to, because it's like, oh, this sauce is for these fries, or this sauce is for this crepe. Now that the fries are finished, the sauce is finished. No, the sauce could have a new life. And with Chris and I feel like I've always been like a conservationist in a way, but it wasn't full cycle. Like, I want to be full circle when it comes to like my waste. So there's no reason to throw away a whole ass or even half a sauce when you can use it in something else. And I mean, sauce isn't even that big of a thing to waste, but it's just one example of how you can get into the attitude of there's still something here, it has value, how can we use it? And it's like, it's really, really good. Like, we had the crab, we just passed it, I should have showed y'all the crab. We went there. Opening day was like November 1st. Our anniversary was the 3rd. So we noticed that they were open, and we just went in there. And like, everyone around town has been super excited about this crab place opening. Like, as we were walking in, this black lady walking out was like, they finally open. We're like, yeah, they finally open. And it wasn't crowded. Walked in, got seating immediately. And their boil, we got, I can't even really remember the name of it.
It was some kind of platter.
It was the platter. It was like the biggest thing that you could get for.
Oh, and we didn't even do the big one. We did it small.
We did. So it was the biggest assembly of things. Everything in it. Mussels, crabs. Did it have potato, crawfish? We added hush puppies. And clams had it in there. Corn had it in there. And it had sauce that it was boiled with and everything. So we didn't eat the whole thing. So of course we took it home. We take our leftovers home. And there was just some like crawfish and a few legs in there. Hella sauce. I know I'm a person like, oh, let me drain this sauce, put these, you know, the actual food part of it in a container. No. Keep the sauce, even though there's only 3 pieces of food floating in it. And so then got some more crab legs. Chris banged it out, knocked it out, stirred it up, sauced it together, boiled it, broiled it, and it was like we went back to that restaurant. So keep your sauce. Keep your sauce. And it was within that week that we're just like, bro, we got hella sauce. Instead of paying $53 to get a whole nother broil, let's spend, I think those legs were less than $40. They're probably $38. They were on special. And it was a pound of it. So there's still some left. But yeah, just like another example, like, save your sauce. Even with cheese, yo, we get melted cheese. Or a fondue. We bought a fondue set so that we can preserve the cheeses that we accumulate. I love cheese. We could have fondue that queso, but we finished it pretty much. The Chipotle queso, just because the Chipotle gone, if you still got your bin of queso, you better use your queso. I used that queso. I used it for breakfast like that whole week. Like, I just poured it over eggs as I created like breakfast sandwiches or whatever. It was good. You had it over your egg for breakfast. So yeah, we're foodies. As long as there's food, there will be love between us. There's always. And I really want to go on like a food tour with my husband. Go somewhere and that has a really diverse palette of cuisine, like Thailand or Singapore or China even, and just really go through the whole range from street food to dine-in elegance, you know, and just really enjoy all of the different facets of cuisine that area has to offer. That's something that I think I look forward to the most. I mean, there's so many things that I look forward to, like being married, but I really look forward to like going on a trip and like trying new foods and just like looking into my husband's eyes as we bite into some new crispy thing. And whether it's like good or gross, just like the experience of it. I don't. Have you ever seen me eat something that I really didn't like? Like I might express like I wouldn't buy this again, but I'll eat it. I can appreciate it for what it is, or I'll give it to Chris like, oh, I wouldn't buy this again. You want to have the rest, but it's not like, bah. I can't remember anything that, oh, probably just a banana. But he's never seen that because I know that is gross. He's seen me sip maybe a banana smoothie and been like, that has banana in it. Why do you hate me?
But it was good.
But then once you really catch on that has banana in it, you can't let go of that. You can't, like, personally me, I can't appreciate it after that. And I remember when I was little and like as a snack, like our teacher used to have graham crackers and bananas, and she would slice the bananas and just smash it in between two graham crackers. Like, that's disgusting. That's literally just tastes like a crunchy banana. People like that, and the kids would go up, oh my gosh, Miss Geller, give me one, it's snack time. I'm like, bro, where the blow pops at? Because she would hand blow pops out at the end of the day when it was time to go home. I don't want that. Just hand me a blow pop. I don't want to participate in snack time today. And what teacher brings the same snack every day? Like, come on now. I should have said I was allergic to banana. Miss Geller, I'm allergic to banana. What was your first grade teacher name?
She had red hair though.
Okay, what's the earliest grade teacher you can remember?
I went to so many different schools.
Okay, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade.
Like, I didn't care about my teachers.
I remember all those. 3rd grade was Miss Newman, 4th grade was Miss Hill, 5th grade. Oh my gosh, who was 5th grade? I can't remember 5th grade. She must have been terrible. It could have been Miss Morgan. She took away free dress from so many people so much I blacked out that whole year. Not being able to wear free dress every Friday. Her class would literally, we would look like Thursday while the rest of the school was at Friday. So she was probably 5th grade, no lie. And then at 6th grade, my school lost all its funding, like a third of Detroit schools, and shut down. And then I had to go to another school, and my 6th grade teacher, I can't recall. That was another blackout year.
My 6th grade was right around 9/11 happened, so.
You were in 6th grade at 9/11, and guess what grade I was in? That was 2001, right? Yo, guess what grade I was in the comments? You guys ready? If Chris was in 6th grade, I was in 1st grade. Woohoo!
Oh, you're supposed to get an answer, right?
No, you can't.
Oh.
You just tell them to pause. Or I can cut it. I can cut it and say it in the next one. Pause the video. But yeah, I was in the 1st grade, so I was my mother still has drawings that I drew in class that day because the teacher instructed us. Like, the teacher didn't want to teach anymore. They were watching the TV, watching the news. So the news was on for the whole class to watch. And the teacher was just like, you know, draw what you're feeling. Or, here, we're going to have arts and crafts while I watch the news, pretty much. And I drew people jumping out of a building. And so when my mom came to pick me up, she was just like, oh my God, my daughter's traumatized. She's sad. Like, she's drawing death. And I'm just like, this is literally what I was instructed to do. But she still has it. So yeah. That's 9/11.
I remember at going on, and then another teacher came into the classroom, and my teacher was like, what? So he turned on the TV, and it's like, you guys should stop what you're doing. So, and then like we had to move to another area, because they're like, what if they bomb us and stuff like that.
You were in Michigan though.
I was in Michigan, but at the time they didn't know, because they were going to go to the Pentagon too and all that good stuff. So
is that in Michigan?
DC.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But they weren't sure if the terrorists were going to go, where else were they going to strike at. So
Yeah.
but Michigan has like the auto industry, so it's kind of like I don't know.
Your teacher was forward thinker.
Well, no, not just him. Like the whole school had to move to like another area.
You guys were older too. They were just like, you guys don't cry, draw.
And then my mom didn't come because my aunt stayed downstairs. So me and my cousin kind of just left. They're like, oh, I think the parents were coming to pick up people, so we just walked to my aunt's house. Like, he came into my class because he was in 8th or 9th grade. And I was like, yo, we're about to go. And the teacher's like, yeah, you can take him, so we just left. That was my experience.
You're so handsome. Yeah. I don't know how I got onto 9/11, but that's what happened. Probably just talking about school and being in little and not having fun.
And
teachers. But yeah, 1st grade I was in public schools. Then 2nd grade I went to a private school. 2nd through 5th. And then my private school was shut down for lack of funding.